Ranger. Um, can anybody hear me? Just type in on the chat box. Can anybody hear me? Let me know, fellas. Are you all there? Okay, it's good to go. Okay. Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Ranger and welcome to yet another special live stream. And I hope you got your rabbit's foot, your four-leaved clovers, your lucky medallions, or your ladybugs, because today is Friday the 13th, and to many people, it's a cursed day. It's the day of being completely unlucky. So, fellas, just a bit of a reminder, just a little heads up. I'm not. I have a bit of something aching on my head, so can my requests be a bit more simpler? I would delay it, but this is my one-time opportunity. I want to do something for Friday the 13th. Do you want me to? Do you want me to do this on August 2021? That's the only other Friday the 13th I can do. Anyway, so I request a more simpler type of request. So what was the first one again? Okay, Gilgrunt spilling salt. All right. And you can request me anything, any character doing these unlucky things. And if you like, you can ask me any question. Anything. You can ask me any question if you don't have a request. If you like, you can use the super chat box. Mesmerella with a black cat, but since she's a villain, and I don't think that would be considered bad luck. It's not really the black cat that's bad luck, it's black cats crossing your path that's bad luck. A stray black cat. You say the way to cure your bad luck if you spilled some salt is throw some of it over your left shoulder. The only time I actually saw this one done was in Ichabod and Mr. Toad and in The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. In fact, this whole live stream thing was inspired by the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy episode Dumb Luck. In that episode, Billy gets a lot of bad luck because not just because he spilled salt, but he was controlled by the catastrophe snail. This led him to be step on a crack and break his mama's back. And he broke a mirror, which is 7 years bad luck. Okay, the salt is... Now that's the salt. Well, that's gonna be a salt to an open wound. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Let's see. What goes under the ladder? What goes under the ladder? Had any bad luck today? Yeah, just a bit of an annoying pimple on my head. It's giving me an annoying throb. Double D walking under a ladder. Oh, sockhead. I remember Double D has that gap on his teeth. In fact, I actually know a few people in my life who actually do, in fact, have gaps on their teeth. Hmm. Oh, wait, just a minute, just a minute. Let's just say the latter was not kind to his head. And for those who don't know, Double D is almost never. Um, he's always so secretive about what's under his hat. I mean, at one point, Double D had his hat completely removed to shock the Eds, and he's like, "If you say anything about me, I will never speak to you again." And Ed had this question: "Does it hurt?" Oh, shush! Now, this is actually, according to some research I've looked on, it says that Double D wearing that hat is referencing to a fact that Danny Antonucci, the guy who created Ed, and Eddie, he actually tends to wear a hat a lot. But let's just say he has a bit of a bald spot that he doesn't want to talk about. Yes. Have you ever watched The Simpsons before? Yes, I have, as a kid. Was even though I didn't know it was meant for adults. In fact, I used to watch The Simpsons quite a bit as a kid. I had a couple of games as a kid. I have a couple of Simpsons kid games as a kid, like Road Rage, Hit and Run, and the Simpsons game. Um, yeah, The Simpsons has been a part of my childhood, even though it was meant more for adults. But nowadays, the stuff with The Simpsons, nowadays the stuff the Simpsons teaches us today can be seen in a few kids shows like Steven Universe, Adventure Time, regular show. Back then, The Simpsons was more of a risky type of show. Oh. Able to, at one point, it tackled the subject of LGBT. Nowadays, we have kids shows that tackle the subject of LGBT, like Steven Universe, Adventure Time, The Loud House, and so much more. You just color the hat a bit so you know what it's like. So just in case you know what it's like. Um, What's your favorite Treehouse of Horror episode? I think it's the one where Homer ends up in a 3D world, and and then in the end he ends up in a live action environment. Jor Skeksil in a with a broken mirror. Okay, there's Double D with the there's Double D with the being under a ladder. So who's got a black cat crossing a person's path? Good afternoon. Let's see. Catwoman with a black cat star. Which design? The original comic Starfire, the 2003 Teen Titans Starfire, or 2013's Teen Titans Go Starfire? Let's see. Yeah, yes, but which version of Starfire? I gotta be which version? I hope there aren't many jerks today. I hope so too. Let me 2003 maybe. Let's see. Teen Titans Go. Some. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll see. Wait, Meowth being scared of a black cat. Okay. Larry, okay, let me have a look. Somebody requested something else. Like I said, I want to keep things a bit simple. Unfortunately, Starfire is a little too complex for me to do at the moment. So have to. So I'm gonna have to ask. I'll have to do her another time. Okay, let me just there's a. I'll just draw. I'll just There. This is your. This is the black cat. Let me just add in a little. Here's the black cat crossing Larry Koopa's path. Now, here's another. Here's a interesting thing. In some countries, the number 4 is considered a sign of bad luck. So, this happens in Chinese culture or Japanese culture. You see why anime rarely has any characters with 4 fingers because it's considered bad luck. To use the number to give characters 4 fingers. I mean, Piccolo in the manga he had 4 fingers, but in the anime he had 5. So 4 from BFB. What is BFB? Are you mostly on Discord? Sometimes, but not always. Spiral poking the number 4. I was actually thinking maybe something Ratchet and Clankish related for this, because I have heard why in Ratchet and Clank almost every character you see has either 5 or 3 fingers. I mean, some like Ratchet and Angela have 5, while most of the others only have about 3. The only ones that have 4 I can think of, the only one that has 4 fingers I can think of in Ratchet and Clank is that robot lieutenant played by Sylvester Stallone in the Ratchet and Clank movie. But that's about it. Oops. Yeah, he's poking at number 4. Does he do anything? In fact, if you ever were to visit if you were to visit Malaysia, at least in the area where I live, most of the houses and most of the buildings or rooms or levels, they instead of being called number 4, they've all been enlisted as 3A. So instead of level 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's level 1, 2, 3, 3A, 5, 6. Okay, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to color them yet. There's Spiral poking at the number 4. And here's another unlucky number 13. In some places, 13 is considered bad luck. So, is it bad luck to have a baker's dozen? Just asking. I mean, for those who don't know, a baker's dozen is 13. Like 13 cupcakes or 13... Oh, Kermit the Frog, okay. By the way, fellas, speaking of Kermit, I have heard that there's been something revealing about there has been something revealing about the Muppets. Aside, we all know that Kermit's previous voice puppeteer Steve Whitmire had been fired because Disney and even Brian Hansen say that he was a lot of trouble, saying that Kermit that the role of Kermit really got into his head. And Brian Hansen said that he regretted firing Steve Whitmire sooner. But recent news shows that when Disney bought the Muppets, they've been mistreating some of the Muppeteers and the crew behind it, and rumor has it that Steve Whitmire was actually trying to make sure his crew is better respected, and he was just trying to protect the Muppets, trying to protect the crew and the Muppet brand from being too how do I say it? And the Disney didn't treat the Muppets very well. Ever since they bought it and Jim Henson passed away. And some say that Steve Whitmire has been fired for trying to defend the Muppets. It's trying to help the people in the Muppet thing. Now, when I heard about this, all I was asking to myself, should we boycott Disney and/or Brian Hansen for firing Steve Whitmire, just like how many people are boycotting Amber Heard for firing Johnny, for the liberal case of Johnny Depp and having him fired from being Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3. It's not a good idea. It's far from a good idea. I do not think this is a good idea at all, but at least it does a bit of justice, I think. Anyways, that's see, there's why are you drawing? I don't know, I just feel like drawing, that's all. This is Friday the 13th. So who's stepping on the crack? Freaking accidentally breaking their mama's back. Patrick? Okay. Uh-oh, I stepped on a crack. Now my mama broke her back. That's Patrick for you. So who breaks the mirror? Actually, I do remember somebody requesting me something about a reptilian bird. I think it was a reptilian. Number 17. What? Wait, what was that an unlucky number? I looked up online. I don't remember seeing number 17 being an unlucky number. Let's see. What else? What was that other? Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the one. The Skeksis are not known for their beauties. How come somebody asked me to do Skeksil looking himself in the mirror? Shouldn't this be more for the ornamentalists? The most ladylike of the Skeksis. I mean, the Chamberlain is usually the one who does all the dirty talk. There he goes. We have Skeksu looking himself in the mirror, and it's shattered. That's 7 years bad luck. Actually, in Dark Crystal time, it would be 7 trine bad luck. Now looking at this, I actually have looked up online. They say a crow, a raven, or a magpie is considered bad luck. So, what animal would interact with a raven, the bird, or a crow? Homer with a raven. Let me just. By the way, has anyone noticed that Homer's ears are actually based on the initials for the creator of The Simpsons, Matt Groening? Hmm. I think I need to draw him with a row. Okay, we got about half an hour. I'm not sure if this drink I drawn on his hand is actually Duff Beer or Buzz Cola. Cola. Must get Buzz Cola. Yeah, maybe one day I should do a candy themed live stream. Yeah, I think this will do. Okay, that's a crow or magpie or yeah. Now, so who's opening a chain letter? Who's opening the chain letter? What's a chain letter? Honestly, I have no idea what a chain letter is myself, but I just like, but just looking at the name of it, I'm thought about doing a bit of a word play on it. Chain letters with Lenny. From most of my requests, most of the requests I get when it comes to the Loud House, most of the requests I get are usually the ones based on Lenny, Lori, Lincoln in some respects, but I think it's mostly Lenny and Lori. It's I almost never get requests for the other sisters. And then I do get some, but most of them are Lenny and Lori. Fellas, this is what I meant of chain letters. There was a Chowder episode chain recipe. Yes, I remember that. The other sisters are being neglected. Yeah, I get that too. I mean, aside from Lenny, I found myself being fond of Luna a lot. Maybe it's because of her love for music. Maybe it's her songs like Play It Loud, or Linkin Loud, the best ain't brought her anywhere around. Or her references various musics. Like there was one in the episode when Lana was trying to save some fish. She made a reference to the song "The Bay Paradise," "I put up a parking lot." Um, and what was that? What else? What else? And when Lynn Senior, the father, was trying to get off his old habits of using the internet, it Luna mentions, "Oops, Dad, you did it again." Yes, well, that was a reference to. Have you heard of Central Park from Apple TV? I have, but I don't think I can get Apple TV. I have too many streaming services already. I have Netflix, I have Amazon Prime Video, and I also have Curiosity Stream. Okay, I think I've got enough right here. See, here's Lenny with a chain letter. I actually have no idea what is a long tail. I heard that it's distinct from the Isle of Men. There in the place called the Isle of Men, a long tail, also known as a rat, is considered bad luck. So, ask me any character interacting with a rat. Remy with a rat. I thought Remy is a rat. It's a bit. Alright, I'll just draw the rat. Ratatouille is perhaps one of if not my all-time favorite Pixar films. And I did see it as a kid, but not in theaters. I saw it when I was on a plane. Um, but as I watch it as an adult, I have an appreciation for it. I think Ratatouille is meant more for adults than it is for kids. It's, I mean, it, yes, I mean, it has a few words. It has a few meanings for adults, like the importance of, like, like um, anyone can cook. I mean, there's a video I looked up on. I took a peek on the internet about Ratatouille with something about humanity. I'm not. You should look it up. The people who review Ratatouille, they can explain better to why Ratatouille is a masterpiece compared to others. The only person in my life I know who does not like Ratatouille is my mother. Let's just say she has not got a good experience with rats. Even though she is born in the year of the rat, Chinese zodiac. Okay, I think this is the best I can do for. I might have to redraw. I might have to redraw. Yeah, I don't think I did a good job on Remy. I'll have to redraw him another time. Okay, fellas, we got about 20 more minutes, so you can ask me anything else you think is considered bad luck. Ask me anything else. She must hate any rat movie. She likes Tom and Jerry, though. You draw the Anti-fairies. Oh, I remember them. Oh, that is that would be unlucky. I used to think that the Anti-fairies were vampires because of their fangs and bat-like wings. Let me just darken this bit. Be glad I'm drawing Anti-Cosmo and not Foop. Let me just now here's a funny thing about here's a funny thing about Anti-fairies. So according to Fairly Odd Parents law, a baby a baby fairy, whenever he cries, bad things happen. Whenever there's a hiccup, it causes natural disasters. And if they if they laugh, if they giggle, then something good happens. Just actually, there is another character I can think of who's often considered a walking bad luck. Milo Murphy. Ever since the term Murphy's Law, where anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's and since many bad things happen because of many things bad happen because um and it may I mean it's a curse, or whenever he's around something bad happens. And there you go, fellas. We have Anti-Cosmo, a an anti-fairy, and so that's what's causing the bad luck. We got about 13 minutes. Anything else that's unlucky? George Lincoln Lau having bad luck, but what type? What kind of unlucky thing happens? Wait a minute. Doesn't Blossom like to? Doesn't Blossom like to work? Isn't she kind of a bit of a? Isn't she the smart one of the Powerpuffs? She's like smart even continuing the reboot. Speaking of reboots, now that Powerpuff Girls 2016 is officially over, they're making another reboot, and this time they're having the Powerpuff Girls all grown up and live acted, and this raises so many questions. That's her struggle with. That's her struggle. Okay, 9 minutes. Oh, an open umbrella. So I heard. Oh yeah, I have looked that up online. An open umbrella indoors is considered bad luck. There's Yeah, funny enough, there is an actual Mr. Man. I mean, Little Mrs. in the original books. Her name is Little Miss Lucky. She is she's able to um, she's able to get a lot of lucky. How do I say this? In the 1990s Mr. Man cartoon. I actually did remember seeing that as a kid. Little Miss Lucky invited some friends over. She invited Little Miss Bossy, Mr. Uppity, and Mr. Grumble. Unfortunately, she wins at everything because she's super lucky. Yeah, she plays snakes. She plays like snakes and ladders or something, and all her friends who play the game, they all get a 1. They don't get. They always They don't get any other number except that, and because of that, they refuse to play with her because she's too lucky. So then Mr. Bump came in, and Mr. Bump actually You haven't done the salt yet. What are you talking about? I have done the salt. See? See? Gil Grunt. He's done the salt. Oh. And Mr. Bump, he keeps bumping into things. At least he's lucky to be alive. But thankfully, he's able to become a worthy friend to Little Miss Lucky, because even though he keeps bumping a lot, he manages to get a 6 on his dice, and he's able to play Skittles a hole in one or something, or I mean a strike. Skittles is like bowling but smaller. Getting trolled, crying over spilt milk. Okay. Yes. Oops, you weren't supposed to see that. Let's see, I feel bad, really, that I'm making this baby cry. Trying my dang best to think I need to put her someplace else. Cause oh dear, I think I cut the circulation a bit too much. Might have room for one more. Just let me try and finish this as much as possible. Okay, let me just no, she did not pee. She's just crying. That's all. Oops. Let me just erase this. There you go, fellas. There's pure Flurry Heart crying over spilt milk. I think I have room for one more. Just one more will do. So ask me just one more character. Oh, somebody wants me to draw Jason Voy. Okay, as a way to conclude. As a way to conclude. Let me have a look. Who is Strong Bad? Let me have a look. Strong Bad. Not too familiar with him, so now the most common portrayal for when people parody Jason, they often include him with a chainsaw. And while he did use I do believe he did use a chainsaw sometime in the movies, that wasn't his primary character. He was often seen with a humongous sword or a knife, a cleaver perhaps. The one whose characteristic, the other character is what they're actually parodying is not just Jason. They're also parodying Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. He's So if I want to get this right, I'm just gonna have him with the sword instead of There we go, fellas. Let's see what we got. We got Gil Grunt spilling the salt, Double D under the ladder, Larry Cooper getting a black cat crossing his path, Spiral poking at the number 4, Kermit the Frog with the number 13, Patrick stepping on a crack, Skeksil breaking a mirror, Homer with a crow, raven, or magpie, or raven, just that, Lenny with a chain letter, Remy who is the longtail or rat, Anti-Cosmo, Flurry Heart crying over spilt milk, Eruptor as Jason, Mr. Bump with an umbrella open, and Bubble and Blossom trying to study hard exams before tomorrow, which is quite stressful. Okay, let me just answer some of the questions. Yeah, he's using a machete. Yes, that's it. Jason was played in Mortal Kombat X. Yes, I remember playing it. You draw a Eruptor cute. Aw, thanks. Strong Bad, what's that? I'll say, oh no, Flurry Heart concluded. What? See, guess all parenting. See, Flurry Heart is such a cutie. Okay, fellas. Oh wait, have you heard of the Long Gone Gulch? No, I have not. Do you watch Short Circuit? No, I haven't. Do my ideas just suck? This always happens. Nah, it's just I'm not able to get to them. It's I often see them by chance. And if you can I can only get to your ideas if I have enough time, or if I find something interesting about it. Have you seen Freddy vs. Jason? I have not. I have seen a review of it, but I haven't seen the full movie. Happy Friday the 13th on World Kindness Day. Have you heard of the Loud House movie coming next year? I'm excited. I am excited. Did you start watching Bob's Burgers yet? No, I haven't. Have you watched the film Ted? No, I haven't. Okay, fellas, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you all for joining me, and hopefully we can get some. We all become lucky tomorrow and enjoy. And let's hope this day ends soon, and let's become lucky again tomorrow. But I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow. Instead, I'm doing on my next live stream. It's I'm for fellas. I'm gonna ask you fellas. There are two types of options. For the next live stream, I want you to choose which one for me. One of them is on the 26th, which is the last Thursday of November, and the other option is to have it on the last Friday of November. Let's just say in the last Thursday, it's gonna be a nice, wonderful dinner, or in the last Friday, it's gonna be a humongous shopping spree. Do you want me to do? Yes. Do you want me to do Thanksgiving, or do you want me to do Black Friday? Let me know in the chat box, fellas. Do you want me to do Thanksgiving or Black Friday? Let's see. Thanksgiving. Black Friday, Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Christmas song? The night Santa went crazy. The night Saint Nick went insane. That's my favorite Christmas song by Weird Al Yankovic. Mix them both together. Oh, there's a lot of mixed conception. Both. I don't know if I can do both. I'll discuss about this further and later down the line. Thank you all for joining me.